favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Item E is a reappointment of Von Goss and Tamberly McCullough to ESD number 3 Board of Managers.
I put that in form of a motion. Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
And I don't know if you're aware, there's 2 or 3 vacancies on that board.
There's one.
Okay.
But I believe that's right. We've been looking into that for years, I think.
Item F, reappointment of Jack Walston, Carl Hammond, and Raymond Wooten to ESD number 2 Board of Managers. James Alfaro, Kenneth Lewis, and Raymond Collins to ESD 6 Board of Managers.
Yes, sir, I'd like to put that in the form of a motion. Also, on the ESD number 6, there are 2 vacancies, and I spoke to Mr. Holland, and he's trying to find us a couple that we can go ahead and add to that at a later date, so I can have that in the form of a motion.
Second.
All right, we got a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Reappointment of Ronald Willman to ESD number 5 Board of Managers, and Lance Simmons and Wade Skinner to ESD number 7 Board of Managers. And there was a man, I'll put that in the form of a motion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Consider to approve Shannon Benton for the vacant Tyler County Family and Community Health Position with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service effective March 1st, 2022.
Yes, Jacob, I think you can probably handle it from
Yes,
here. I think they want to introduce her and tell us some things about her.
You're good.
Front of you.
No, you're fine.
So, as y'all know, we have been, this position's been vacant, since, December 19, right? December 19, but I'm gonna let, my, district administrator, present Shannon to you. I think she's gonna be a good fit. She is a resident of Bucks Precinct. I think she's gonna be a good addition to our office. So I'll let Ms. Sheila Harris take over from here.
Well, thank you, Commissioner, support. We appreciate your continued support to Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service. And it is my pleasure to introduce Shannon Benton as our sole finalist for the position of Family and Community Health Agent. So like Jacob already said, she was born and raised here from Sperber. She holds a bachelor's degree in Family Consumer Sciences from Lamar University with an emphasis in nutrition. And she currently has been working in the interim position with Creative Solutions and Healthcare. She also has experience in the nursing home setting, but a lot working with food service, personnel with dietary guidelines and things for residents. I think, across the whole span, the lifespan. So we are looking forward to Shannon coming, if approved today. Her start date would be on March 1st. And for that first month, her first week, she'll go to College Station for an orientation. And then she'll first step with the staff over in Angelina County, learning the ins and outs of county extension office and that sort of thing. And then would be here to start in the county on April the 1st. So for that first month, again, her salary would be paid by the state. So any questions or anything?
Glad to have you.
Okay.
So, with that being said, I would like to make a motion that we accept Shannon Benton for the vacancy in the Tyler County Family and Community Health position with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service effective March 1st, 2022.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank y'all.
All right.
Ross.
Did you want to be Rosie? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Item I, hire the professional services of a law firm to advise, guide, and provide Commissioners Court with documentation that will allow the county of Tyler to regulate any sexually oriented business within the county.
Yeah, I bring that, that's my, I bring that in form of motion.
Second.
Got a motion?
Yeah.
Discussion.
Yeah, discussion on that, what this will do, if we do this, will allow the county, the DA and the sheriff's office to enforce some state laws that are not, they can't enforce them unless we go through this process and adopt these regulations, or some regulations. And there's different levels of regulations that we can adopt. We can't prohibit it from coming to the county, but we can regulate where it's at and alcohol and some different things that can be done at those locations. So this is just the first step in learning about this, and and my recommendation is Mr. Kimbrough from the law firm, not Allison Baxter McGee. Bickerstaff, yeah, Bickerstaff. Charles Kimbrough, who teaches at a lot of our classes and conferences, who I would recommend that we hire to guide us through this process of adopting these regulations.
Sounds good. We got a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion passed. Thank you, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Item J is hire professional services of Bob Bass from Allison Bass and McGee Law Firm to advise, guide, and provide Commissioners Court with documentation that will allow the county of Tyler to create a tax abatement plan and guidelines.
And I put that in the form of motion.
Second.
I've got a motion second.
Okay, I'll kind of give you a little bit of the backdrop. I was contacted by a solar farm consulting firm. They're going to bring one in precinct one potentially. And so it prompted me because in our training, they said you have to watch out for certain things when those solar farms come in. So I called Bob Bass, and he said that there are certain things that you can do for the revenue side of it. And he said the first thing you need to do is have a tax abatement plan, because like if you do put it in precinct one and they come and destroy all the roads, you have no right. You can't make or pay for it. But that tax abatement plan will give you the ability to, enforce, come into agreements on your roads and also on the revenue side, because he said there's certain things that we need to do as far as like a pilot paying in lieu of taxes instead of like appraised values. There's just so much, but I'd like somebody to come and guide us through that. I don't want to be the one guy that they deal with it all the time, and I'd rather, deal with them and get them to come represent us and do some workshops. So
How big is this thing proposed?
they haven't let me know yet, but typically from what he said, it could be several thousand of those things.
Interesting.
And the county could actually, make the revenue off of it better, by having a tax abatement plan. Because a lot of times they said that they'll come in with values that are, later on, the values go down and you're not getting hardly anything from it. So there's just different things we need to look at.
All right, we got a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion passed. Item K, appoint elected official to serve in an open position on the Tri-County Community Action Board per request from Yolanda Neal. I do not really know exactly, any details on this. Jackie, did you know? I'm not even sure who Yolanda Neal is. We just have to table that out and
Find out who Yolanda is.
research.
We got an email from her, but I didn't recognize the address or anything. But I guess she has something to do with the Tri-County Community Action Board, because
Jock's been on that board, I don't know for how long, but I did look up and see the board, there's a elected official on to it. It looks like different programs like Head Start and, different things. So I don't know much about the government department, maybe, just let check, speak to them.
I'll make a motion to table it. Right?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, Roman numeral 6, comments by court members pertaining to matters of county government. We have a report from the Lee East Texas Rural Transportation, something.
Yeah. And that's the DETRDPO committee, which is, we're required to have those in our area for funding, federal funding and stuff. I was appointed to that board last month, and our meeting was the 5th, I believe, in January in Lufkin. And, didn't really know what I was doing, what it was about, but it was very informative. And basically what it was TxDOT was speaking to the our 11 counties and cities in our Ecog area, information of projects that they are looking down the road at, projects they're doing now, and their 10-year plan. So, very informative. And there's some maps and information. The Beaumont district and the Lufkin district, we're Tyler County's in the Beaumont district. The line is in our North County line in terms of the Lufkin district, but there's some maps and information here that I brought back. We also, there's a link to the website and TxDOT's name where you can go look on TxDOT's district office and know what's going on too. One of the big questions was I-14 coming through. Yeah, as a way I understand it right now, our districts don't have any, there's not any money set aside for funding to them to do research studies or anything for that. And it's happening out west and out east. Actually, there's construction at it. I've been on I-14 out around Kerrville or somewhere out there, but there is stuff going on, but nothing in the Beaumont or Lufkin district right now. As of last week, there was no information. They said it's a few years down the road before something like that happens. They couldn't even tell us anywhere we're going close to that. The other project we talked about with it is the 69 project. The one that's coming up next in Tyler County is from Village Creek up to Warren. It's a 12-mile section. It's going to be a parkway type road, which the two roads are divided kind of like they are just south of our county line and south of Village Creek, where there'll be trees in between the roads where you won't see the road on the other side. That was a request of the public, and the public request was made to have our trees and stuff part of the roadway and not like how they ended up doing it north of the Jackson County line where it's just wide open. 400 feet of open areas. So, and there's more information on that right there. So look at that. It gives start date and end dates on some I-59 stuff around the bypasses around Diboll and Barton and places like that that they're working on now, which will be Interstate 69 and not Corridor 69. So, but anyway, there's some information right there.
Thank you, Steve. Anybody else have anything for Mr. Court?
Did y'all see where the meeting for the river basins had been moved to the Allen Sears Library instead of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all saw that.
All right. Think there's anything for executive sessions? Anybody?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. We are adjourned. Thank you all for coming.